Alright guys, BigPoppaTMo here. We're back playing some more Escape the Pacific. Season 2 should be episode 3 of the reboot. That's right, 2 reboots. Don't ask. If you didn't already know, it's because things got messed up before. But interesting thing happened. So I slept. I finished building the shelter on the boat and I slept the night, and when I woke up I noticed a couple interesting things. First off, pretty much all of the coconuts have fallen out of the trees, which is to be expected. When they're ripe, they drop. Um, Sometimes it drops a lot of them, sometimes just a couple, but there's a lot of them. So I've spent a decent portion of the morning already running around picking up coconuts. As you can see, our pile of coconuts got fairly large, and I still haven't gotten them all. So we got to run around and pick up some coconuts. I already got all the ones that were in the water. The ones in the water are the first ones that should be your priority, because if they're in the water, they will eventually disappear. If they're on the ground, they normally stick around pretty much forever. Once they're on the ground, I don't think they disappear until they hit the water. Once they hit the water there, they'll float out to sea and they'll just disappear. So if you don't want to lose them, get them out of the water first. Bring them back someplace where you can make a pile of them, and then go about running around the island and picking them up. But the other thing that I noticed when I was running around the island, we have another thing that we're going to need to pick up on this island that I actually didn't have in either of the versions of this before. So I'm going to show you something real quick. That's an added bonus, actually. But we've got a bunch of things to do today. Um, we had our first bit of salt finished up, and I salted one of the pieces of meat. And then I need to clear out the fish traps. But this right here doesn't look like much, and when you're from this far away, it just looks like texture, but that is actually a turtle nest. So we're going to clear out the turtle nest, and this is going to give us a whole bunch of turtle eggs. So we want to gather these bad boys up, and I also need to be on the lookout for more of these. Now, turtle eggs are kind of a pain in the butt. Because they're so small, sometimes they're hard to target. Other times they're really, really easy to target. It all depends on how it goes in there, but each nest is going to have an awful lot of eggs in it. So don't feel too bad if you miss a few. Um, but the eggs can definitely be useful for food as we move forward. So we're going to try and get those, and we're going to have to just keep an eye out to see if there are any more turtle nests as we go. Like I said, that is something that was not the case on this island before. So it kind of surprised me when I found it running around. The turtles did not come back, but the eggs appeared, which is cool. I also found one green coconut on the ground, so I picked that up and brought that back. But again, we've got a ton of these coconuts on the ground, and I don't like to waste things, so I'm going to try and pick them all up and bring them back. See, now I'm dropping them, so inventory is full. Bring these back over here real quick. But I don't think any of the other ones are going to disappear, so they're no longer the priority. Now, one of the other things that I did is I did cut up a couple coconuts just to start working towards making some rope, and I put the stripped coconuts in those boxes over there. Now what I do want to do is I want to put that there and that there to keep those from sliding down amidst all the other things. But we'll go ahead and put this right there. And then in this one here, we're going to put our eggs. So we have 32 eggs off of one nest. Not too shabby. We're going to check on our salt. That is salt, that is salt, that is salt, and that is salt. So we're going to go ahead and salt some meat with those. And then refill these guys. Okay, so the bottom row is almost all salted. Now we're going to take that, put that in there. Oh, that still has salt. Why does that still have salt? All right, salted meat, salted meat, salted meat, salted meat. Good to go on those. I'm going to grab these that are almost done and put them in the other ones so they will evaporate faster. 0.1, 0.2, good to go. So we've got some salt going on. We also have some space left over for fish. So we want to come down here and unload our fish traps. And we might actually need to make another drying rack. Because I think we have more than enough fish to fill this one up. Alright, we still have 6 fish, so yes, we need to make another drying rack. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Pop that one right there. We need 3 small sticks and 1 long stick. We got that. Now, I did actually make one mistake. The mistake that I made was I did not build a dew catcher to gather more water overnight, but it's okay because we still have plenty of water. So I'm not too god-awful concerned about that, but we do have a couple more pieces of palms just sitting there. But we've got our nice boat started up. We need to extend the boat out further so that we can put some sails on it. So we're going to move that like so. And then we can build 2 more sections of boat already. Grab those, that. So we're making a pretty good start. I like where we're at. Alright, got that. That'll snap to that section. That'll snap to that section. We'll build 4 more. We'll build those out. And then we'll be able to utilize the palm fronds for the sails. Then we're going to need that one. Then we're going to need this one. This chef-flora needs to come down. And that trunk, we'll bring over here. My guy still gets so tired so fast. But he'll get stronger as we go. Snap that one in there. Snap that one in there. Alrighty. Bushes. Bushes. This one we're going to come down to. Alright, now we got a whole bunch of palm fronds that are in our way. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build a couple sails. So we get booped in the head by it. Alright, need a couple long sticks. Alright. We have a sail. We have a sail. And another sail. And since we've done a decent amount of stuff, we're going to go ahead and save. Let's pick this up. See if there's anything else we can grab. Always try and combine my trips too. where I will use the P key to pick up the small sticks into my inventory, and then the long sticks, just pick them up. Oh, I missed one before. Hard for me to see that one in the bright light in the sand. That's okay. Actually, I should pick one of these up and put it in here. All right, got that. Do one more. Grab that. That in there. It's still listed as a medium palm. That's also still listed as a medium palm. You can see everything's kind of bouncing around, not interacting well together. Snap that in there. Now we're going to get rid of the hammer for a minute just to pick that up and move it. Make sure it's not bound to the ground. We need a mast times 3. Grab 3 of the thick branches. Now, for some odd reason, masts like to just roll towards the ocean, no matter where you put them. They seem to consistently roll. All right, we want a bunch of sails on this. On this boat, we'll probably get 6 of them. So we're going to put 3 there. Just to be on the safe side, we'll go ahead and save that. All right, so now we have a sailable boat. Next thing we need to do is we need to build a couple rudders. And what I actually want to do, I want to do 4. And hopefully these will go where I want them to. We'll find out. I do not want to be standing on that when I build it. All right, so what I want is I want 1 there. And I want 1 there. And what I'm hoping is that I can put these next two there and there. That way we have a clear opening to get onto the back of the boat. But we still have a decent number of rudders. Alright, so that'll work. Again, getting rid of the hammer, picking up the boat. If you try and pick up a section of the boat with the hammer in your hand, you are going to remove a section of your boat inadvertently, which is never any fun. Alright, we're going to make 3 more sails. And that takes care of a decent number of palm fronds. I'm going to try and keep these nice and neat. Now, one of the other things that I was thinking about doing is if I end up with a surplus of palm fronds over here, I can either put them into bundles so that they stack better, or we can put some temporary construction on the boat and bring them back to the home island. But I don't really want to leave a whole bunch of detached palm fronds. Alright, got 3 of those. Then we need 3 more masts, obviously. And for that, we're going to need some more thick branches. Which, for some odd reason, I thought I had laying around, but apparently not. Ever so slowly, trying to roll its way into the ocean. So much so that it's under my feet. That one was trying to move me. Alright, 3 more masts. That'll give us a total of 6 sails on the boat. Which I think will be more than adequate for a 3x3. If I find that it's not moving us fast enough, I can put another one here on both sides or back here. But I want to leave that space open for the drying racks. We're going to take the drying racks with us. I want to put those in there, and then the boxes we'll put in there. And that will give us a pretty good run on that. And I'll go ahead and pick that up and move that just to make sure it's not stuck to anything. We do have a couple more things to pick up over here. Look for more coconuts. Sure, there's plenty of them hiding in the bushes over here. They get sneaky. Get sneaky. Alright, inventory's full. Let's go ahead and salt some. Let's actually salt some fish. Alright, got a couple of those going. Nice. It's a carving rock. Told you, they get sneaky. They get sneaky. That was unexpected. There's a whole wooden trunk hiding underneath that one. Alright, let's go ahead and drop these bad boys off. Now, the big question is any of this done yet? 97%. 98. These pieces are done. So I will actually salt those next. Of course, by the time the salt's done, pretty sure all of the meat will be dried too. I'm going to hold off on eating until I get some salted meat because I want to get my salt level back up. And I'm not really starving at the moment. I'm just hungry. Not very hungry. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up these palm fronds. Now, of course, the other thing I can do with palm fronds is I can make more boxes. It never hurts to have more boxes. Storage is always a wonderful thing, especially when you're a hoarder like I am. Oh my goodness. There we go. Some of these bushes are just huge. They're huge, I tell you. Huge. The dry grass is also a wonderful resource. That way we don't have to use the coconut fluff. There's a couple more coconuts, speaking of which. I think we've done a pretty good job of picking up the coconuts. Pretty sure I've got all of them. I might be missing one or two, but I mean, look at the size of this coconut. Oh, that is a ton of coconuts. That's a whole bunch of water, a whole bunch of future rope, and a whole bunch of future coconut flesh, which we will probably turn into a whole bunch of oil as well. I don't tend to eat too much of it, especially when I have other things. So the next thing we need to do is we need to gather up all of the hemp off of this island, and I'm going to need to do a little bit more clearing and then start to process all of this, but I'm not going to bore you guys and make you watch me make rope. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks again for all the love and support. You guys have been absolutely amazing as always. Really do appreciate it. If you like the videos, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing. It means the world to me. Helps the channel grow. Helps us get out there more. And you might want to turn on those notifications. Get notified when BigPoppaTMo posts new content or goes live. Till next time, guys. Go find your own damn islands.